Gear up for back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I thought.
And we are live from Tiger Field, Lee, Summer, Missouri. Good afternoon and welcome back to A10 Varsity for Game 3 of the 2020 A10 Varsity Showcase, featuring two ranked teams in the latest on the top 25, and number 18, William Chrisman Bears, and the number 24, Blue Valley West Jaguars. Hello everyone, I'm Noah Bonner, joined alongside Eric Johnson, and if the last two games were any indication, this one's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it should. I mean, you got two top 25 teams, like you mentioned earlier, and Chrisman has really been a startup program from the start of last year. They got to the Elite Eight a year ago, had a controversial call that ended their Elite Eight run, but this team is stacked and returned, and looks like it could be a contender yet again this year.
Yeah, so both teams, they've been in action in the last couple of nights. Blue Valley West defeated Metro Academy on Wednesday in Chrisman. Well, they took down number 7 Ruskin last night, 66-41. Blue Valley West gets the tip off, and we are underway in Game 3 of the 2020 8-10 Varsity Showcase. So the Jaguars, they come into today 7-4. They're led up top by Spencer Bain, the senior guard who has the ball right now. Gets it in that side, that's Nick Swartz. Nice pass to Lamar Stanley, who gets the opening points for Blue Valley West. As we can. Right now it's 2-0 Blue Valley West. William Chrisman has the ball on the baseline coming up, still trying to get their first points of the game. So Chrisman, their first opportunity on offense today. Like we said, they put up 66 points against Ruskin last night. Driving inside for 2, no good. Rebounded nearly by Omar Stanley, but the Bears stay on offense. Nice offensive rebound, floater no good. Rebounded by the Jaguars, that's Nick Swartz. And Blue Valley West going the other way. So Bain over to Brickhouse. They try to get it inside again, but there's going to be a foul called on William Chrisman. Both teams have one foul already. And like we said, we're still having some technical difficulties with our camera. We're going to try to get that back up as quick as possible with 6:54 remaining in the first quarter. Blue Valley West has a 3-0 lead over the William Chrisman Bears. So Jaguars off the inbound, shot goes in and out, nearly rebounded by Amari Stanley, but it goes out of bounds for the Bears. And so we're working to get that back up here. Meanwhile, Bears are bringing up the floor. This is Isaiah Jackson, their 6'2 senior guard. He's the leading scorer for this team. Now a nice block by Omar Stanley once again. He's been a big threat on both ends of the floor so far, and it's going to be Chrisman ball with 6:34 to go in the first quarter on this inbound. Jaguars with this steal, easy floater. Layup goes in for Spencer Bain, makes it a 4-0 game for Blue Valley West early on. And that shot goes in. Nice response by the Bears. Isaiah Jackson gets the Bears on the board, cuts that lead to 2. So the Jaguars, they've been trying to get everything inside so far. As this one goes out of bounds, it's going to be William Chrisman ball, and they have a chance to tie the game now with 6:06 remaining in the first quarter. So like we said, if you're just tuning in, 2 ranked teams in the Honda Top 25. William Chrisman ranked 18th, Blue Valley West 24 as a nice three-pointer on the wing as Isaiah roll for 3, and it gives William Chrisman their first lead of the afternoon. Jaguars looking for a response. This is Greg Riddle. They get it on the wing. 3 ball, no good by Jabari Brickhouse, nearly rebounded by the Jaguars, and now it's Chrisman going the other way. Rowe lays it up and in. Zachariah Rowe has the last 5 points for Chrisman. They're on a run after being down 4-0 early on at 7-4 Bears with 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Now Omar Stanley going to work, driving down the lane. He's going to get fouled as he went up there by Ralph Covington, the 6'3 sophomore. So Omar Stanley, the big 6'8 senior, he'll go to the line to shoot 2, trying to cut into this 3-point lead with 5:11 remaining in the first quarter.
Omar Stanley shooting 2 shots. Checking in for the Bears, number 30, Alex Tuttle.
The first one, no good. I mean, this is kind of a contrasting styles. You have Blue Valley West with a big 6'8 Omar Stanley. They try to get everything inside. And then so far, like you've seen from Isaiah Jackson and Zachariah Rowe, as the second one goes in, they like to try to get 3-pointers. They like to work out from the perimeter as it's a 1-point game. There's another perimeter shot right there. 3 ball, no good. Rebounded by the Jaguars, going the other way with 4:55 to go in the first quarter. So it almost looked like Blue Valley West, they kind of had the edge early on, but Chrisman's fought back as they get it inside to Stanley. Another basket on the block for him. Now a 1-point lead for Blue Valley West. Nice response by the Jaguars. Now they're looking to get a defensive stop. They have not been able to stop Zachariah Rowe, as finally they get a turnover. Stolen ball by the Jaguars. Nice spin by Riddle. He goes up for the layup. That one no good. Offensive rebound by Stanley, and he puts it up and in. Back-to-back baskets by Omar Stanley, and it's now a 3-point lead for the Jaguars with 4:13 to go in the first quarter. Once again, the 2020 A10 Varsity Showcase live from Tiger Fieldhouse in Lee Summit, Missouri. 2 ranked teams in the latest Honda Top 25 going out of here. Nice moves there by Jackson. And they're going to get him with a traveling violation. So Jackson hasn't been able to do a whole lot so far this afternoon. Mostly it's been Zachariah Rowe leading the way for the Bears. Chrisman still down 3. Try and get a stop right here, try to tie this game back up. 3:48 to go in the first quarter. Nice drive inside by Spencer Bain. Like we said, every basket they've had almost so far has come inside the paint, either on a layup or a post made by Omar Stanley as they get another turnover. You have a 2-on-1 fast break. Bain goes up for a layup. That one no good. Rebounded by the Bears. And now we're going to have a timeout called on William Chrisman, trying to regroup after a nice run by Blue Valley West after being down there for a second. They have a 12-7 lead. And we'll be right back here on A10Varsity.com.
Today is a new day. A day we've been waiting for our whole lives. We've put in the work to get to this moment, to have this opportunity to come together as a team. Everyone knows KC is on the rise, but what they don't know is we're just getting started. Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
And we're back from Lee Summit, Missouri. 3:28 to go in the first quarter. After a timeout called by William Chrisman, they're trying to regroup down 5 against a dominant Blue Valley West team, as we're going to have a foul called on Blue Valley West. Shot no good That was a nice attack inside by Isaiah Jackson, the 6'2 senior. We've said his name a couple times. So the basket does not count, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. And actually during the break, they had a correction on the scoreboard. They added 2 points for William Chrisman, so now they have a chance to make this at least a one-possession game, as the first one of the one-on-one goes out of bounds, no good. Blue Valley West has it the other way with 3:09 to go in the first quarter. So once again, Jaguars taking it inside. Little off-balance shot by Stanley, no good. Chrisman has a chance to tie the game up. Instead, it's Zachariah Rowe layup, no good. Rebounded by Blue Valley West. So both teams trying to get things inside. Haven't had a whole lot of success the last couple minutes. It's really a contrasting styles. You know, the first 2 games, a lot of nice shooting on the outside. Everything's been so inside for this game. That's why it's kind of a relatively low-scoring game as the 3-ball by Bain goes out. Chrisman ball down 3. A Rowe 3-ball will tie it. That one off the mark. Goes off the left rim. Jaguars get another rebound. Still up 3 with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Blue Valley West, like we said, they were last in action on Wednesday against Metro Academy. They blew out MA. And now Stanley once again driving inside. He got hacked going up for it. And so now he will go back to the line to shoot 2, up 3 with 2:09 to go in the first quarter.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3 on William Chrisman.
And really, I mean, he's such a dominant inside threat, obviously, at 6'8". I mean, you go down this roster for William Chrisman. The only person they have that comes close to his height is Lester Davis, 6'6", as he makes the first free throw. So he's a size mismatch inside, and that's why he's had a lot of success so far, as they have a chance to make it a 14-9 game here coming up with the second free throw by Stanley. Second one off the mark, rebounded by Isaiah Jackson. This is a team that likes to get it up the floor quick. They do just that, and now they're going to set up the offense. So they slow things down a little bit. This is Wigfall over to Zachariah Rowe. Rowe has 5 points so far in the afternoon. That one, once again, intercepted by Blue Valley West. Jaguars go back on offense. And how about these Jaguars? They've had some nice defensive stops the last couple possessions. Now Omar Stanley trying to show that he can hit outside along with being that inside threat. That one no good. Isaiah Jackson with the rebound. Trying to cut the 3-point gap right now. Now they get it inside of Lester Davis, like we said. The one man that comes close to matching his size, and that's a 3-ball by Marcus Wigfall. A Wigfall 3, that's now 2 3-pointers for the Bears. They cut the lead down to 1 with 1:08 to go in the first quarter here from Lee Summit High School. Jaguars looking for a response. Stanley goes up and in. That one no good. Nearly gets his own rebound, and they're going to say it was last touch by Chrisman. Out of bounds on the Bears. It's going to be a Blue Valley West inbound on the baseline with 58 seconds to go in the first quarter. They have a chance to extend this lead, possibly drain some clock even. So now the Jaguars trying to get a man open on the perimeter after the break. That one nearly goes in and out. Rebounded by Zachariah Rowe. He brings the ball to the floor with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rowe goes up for it, fouled on the way up by Nick Swartz, and now he will go back to the line to shoot 2 with 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. So Zachariah Rowe, the first couple possessions of the game for William Chrisman, he was doing some nice perimeter shooting at 5 straight points for the Bears at one point. And now he's trying to show he can also do it inside too. First free throw good. Second one here would give them the lead with 43 seconds remaining in the quarter. And of course that one goes out, so still tied. Nice offensive rebound by Lester Davis. But it's going to be Blue Valley West ball. Last touch by the Bears. And it will remain tied at 13 with 39 seconds to go in the quarter. So once again, this is Game 3 of the 2020 A10 Varsity Showcase. We have a big one coming up for you. Our 4 o'clock game, the CBC Cadets out of St. Louis going up against a 2-time defending Missouri Class 4 champion Grandview Bulldogs. That'll be a good matchup. And of course, CBC has McDonald's All-American in North Carolina can make Caleb Love as Bain drives inside nearing the end of the quarter. That one no good. Bears have a chance possibly to get one more shot here as we get down under 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. This is Cam Dickerson. Dickerson, 3-ball, no good. Rebounded by the Jaguars. They got to get a shot off. Midcourt, that one will be no good. They tried to push it up the floor. Clock runs out, and that's how we end the first quarter. Your score after 8 minutes, Blue Valley West and William Chrisman tied at 13. We will be right back here on 810varsity.com.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News & World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com today.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards.
And we are back to begin the second quarter of play from Tiger Fieldhouse in Lee Summit, Missouri. 13-13, Blue Valley West and William Chrisman tied as we begin the second quarter. And just like every game up to this point in the 2020-8-10 Varsity Showcase, it's been a close one. 2 evenly contested teams, 2 teams that really don't play a whole lot, considering Chrisman's out of Independence, Missouri, and of course Blue Valley West on the Kansas side. Chrisman gets the ball to begin the second quarter. This is Zachariah Rowe, who had 5 points and a couple free throws in the first quarter. A wide open man in the corner. That one good for Chrisman. 3-pointer good by Zach Fashing. He gives them a 3-point lead, their biggest lead of the afternoon so far. Jaguars, they were down once in the first quarter, and now they tie the game right back up. Another nice 3 by Jabari Brickhouse, and now it's a 16 all game. A couple seconds removed into the second quarter. Rowe getting double teamed up top, forces a turnover. 2-on-1 fast break. A couple turnovers there, and now a dunk is missed by Omar Stanley. Tried to cap off the fast break. Instead, the Chrisman gets a nice stop on defense. Another 3-ball for the Bears. That one no good. Rebounded by Brickhouse. Jaguars go the other way with 6:48 to go in the second quarter. And so they should be up 2 right now, but an Omar Stanley misdunked the possession prior. Keeps this game tied. Stanley's tried 1 mid-range jumper so far. Instead, he's going to go to work on Davis. That one off the mark, short. Rebounded by the Bears, going the other way. This is Marcus Wigfall. He had 1-3 in the first quarter. And they're going to get a foul call on Blue Valley West towards that baseline. Got a little shoved right near the out-of-bounds line, so that will give them an inbounds play on the baseline with 6:23 to go in the first half, as we have a couple more substitutions for both teams, including Isaiah Jackson checking back in for the Bears, their dominant senior guard who's leading the way so far for them. So Rowe will inbound, 6:23 remaining in the second quarter, as we have one more man coming in. Alex Atagi coming in for Lester Davis. Like we said, that one man that comes close to being a size matchup against 6'8 Omar Stanley. Bears 3-ball off the inbound. That one no good. Bears going for the rebound, finally collected by Blue Valley West. This is Bain going the other way. They quickly move it inside. And a nice block by Zachariah Rowe. He steals the ball from Jadon Medley. And they finish it on the other end. Alex Calhoun gets his first basket of the afternoon. It's now a 2-point lead once again for the Bears with 5:51 to go in the second quarter. So this Chrisman team, what makes them so dominant, quickly turning defense into offense. Blue Valley West responds with a three. Three ball by Spencer Bain, another one from him. It's now a 1-point advantage for the Jaguars. So a back and forth affair. We started out a little slow, both teams trying to attack inside. Now we're starting to open things up a little bit as a floater by the Bears. That was Wigfall, goes no good. Rebounded by the Jaguars as they try to set things up. And maybe one of the reasons why they're kind of keeping things more outside and settling for jump shots is because Omar Stanley is currently not on the floor for Blue Valley West. That offense really ran through him as they have a nice backdoor cut inside on the block. Shot does not go, but instead it'll be Menley going to the line to shoot two. That was Rao picking up his first personal foul of the afternoon, so Jadon Menley will go to the line to shoot two. Open this up possibly to a 3-point lead with 5:03. First one goes in. 2-point advantage as we have a couple substitutions here for Chrisman. Once again, if you're just tuning in, 2020 A10 Varsity Showcase from Lee Summit, Missouri. First two games, Liberty took down Harmon, and Lee Summit West came down from 15 to defeat Leavenworth as a nice basket off the putback. That's Nick Swartz. Instant offense for him coming off the bench. And so it ends up being a 3-point play for the Jaguars as they get the ball right back up 4 with 4:51 to go in the second quarter. So Blue Valley West, their largest lead of the afternoon so far was 5. That was near the beginning of the game. After being down momentarily, they get the lead right back as they increase it to 6. Nice shot inside. Finishing the layup was Jabari Brickhouse. It's now a 24-18 game with 4:29 to go in the first half. Jaguars pressuring up top. Rowe trying to set up this offense for William Chrisman. Drive inside, left-handed layup, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. I'm going to say it was last touched by Chrisman, and the Jaguars will get the ball right back. So not only are the Jaguars finishing down low on the offensive end, but they're also getting some nice defensive stops. And really, Chrisman hasn't scored in the last couple minutes. And this is now their largest lead of the afternoon. 6-point lead. Zachariah Rowe has something to say about it. Nearly gets a steal. Nice physical play here by both teams. Greg Riddle will set up the offense for Blue Valley West. He gets the pick. Thought about a 3 there for a second. Nice entry pass inside. They get the shot, no good. Another offensive rebound by Nick Swartz. He had a nice pass and the rebound. Instead, it's Chrisman going the other way. So Chrisman gets the stop. Question is, can they get a basket to cut into this lead? They got to do what Blue Valley West has been doing a good job at so far, is turning defense to offense. Rowe not able to get the 3, rebounded by Swartz for the Jaguars. So closely contested game. Blue Valley West trying to increase this lead. That one goes off the rim. Blue Valley West stays with it. One layup, no good. Offensive rebound by the Jaguars, and they'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Gage Roach picks up the Spencer Bain layup.
There's personal foul number 23, Dane Earl.
And now they'll have a chance to open this game up a little more. And really the one thing that's killing William Chrisman so far is allowing offensive rebounds by Blue Valley West. They've gotten multiple of those in the last couple minutes. And that's led to a couple points, including a first free throw by Greg Roach with 3:09 to go in the first half. (25-18) Blue Valley West trying to pick up back-to-back wins from the A10 Varsity Showcase, as the second one is good. They played here last night. Played number 7 Ruskin, picked up a top 10 win, blew them out by 20 points, and Chrisman has a response from beyond the arc. That's Dane Hurl picking up a 3 for Chrisman. It's now back to a 5-point game. So now Chrisman trying to get a defensive response. Nice man defense, and now you're going to have a foul called on the Bears. It's a very physical man defense for William Chrisman. Now they're coming awfully close to the bonus with 2:48 to go in the first half. Once again, following this game, we'll have CBC and Grandview at approximately 4 o'clock, our marquee matchup of the afternoon, featuring the two-time back-to-back state champion Grandview Bulldogs and the CBC Cadets, led by Caleb Love, the All-American, as that one goes off the rim once again. Blue Valley West able to keep it and turn it into points. 3 points from Jabari Brickhouse. He's finished inside, and now he shows you he can shoot from beyond the arc. Now an 8-point lead, their largest lead of the afternoon. Foul called on Blue Valley West, and it will remain with Chrisman. So like we said, Isaiah Jackson, he's kind of had a relatively slow game by his standards. But it's been Zachariah Rowe picking up the load so far, keeping them in this game. And he will go back to the line to shoot with 2:30 remaining in the first half. So first one by Rowe goes off the front rim. Still an 8-point lead. As Blue Valley West will call timeout, maybe to ice Rowe, who knows. 2:30 remaining in the first half. 8-point lead for the Jaguars, and we will be right back here on 810varsity.com.
When it comes to painting the exterior or interior of your home, the decision is easy. Unique Painting, voted best in the Northland for 2 years running in 2018 and 2019. Unique Painting focuses on customers' needs and offers competitive pricing, going the extra mile to make sure customers are completely satisfied. In fact, when 810 Varsity needed a paint job this year, Unique Painting was the only phone call made. Visit anytime at uniquepaintingkc.com or call today at 816-500-7759. That's uniquepaintingkc.com, a proud supporter of 810 Varsity and Metro High School athletics.
And once again, we're back on 810varsity.com. Once again, thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Noah Bonner, Eric Johnson will be joining us for the next game. 8-point lead for Blue Valley West. It's been really a balanced effort by them so far. I mean, obviously you have Omar Stanley. When he was in, he was dominating the glass both on the offense and defensive end. But when he's out, there's been a lot of people stepping up. Jabari Brickhouse with the big three, Spencer Bain and Greg Riddle with a nice couple finishes, and then, of course, Nick Swartz, the 6'7" senior. So after the timeout, Chrisman will go back to the line to shoot one free throw. One free throw with 2:30 remaining in the second quarter. That one good. Gets 1 of 2 from the line. Cuts the lead down to 7. So Chrisman kind of bring a somewhat full court press a little bit. Trying to increase the intensity on the defensive end. Force maybe a couple mistakes from the Jaguars. They haven't had a whole lot of mistakes so far besides that Omar Stanley missed dunk, which could have made this at this point possibly a double-digit lead. Brickhouse swings it over to the ring. They get it to Riddle. Thought about shooting a three at first. Roach keeps it for the Jaguars and brings it up top to Spencer Bain. Now with under 2 minutes to go, 1:53 in the first half as Blue Valley West tries to increase their lead before the half. Now Greg Roach, Jabari Brickhouse for three. That one good. 10-point lead for Blue Valley West as another three goes in for Jabari Brickhouse. 32-22. Chrisman down looking for response. That three no good. Jaguars will get the rebound, and now they have to have a chance to increase their lead with under 90 seconds to go in the first half. Really picking up right where they left off last night against Ruskin. Dominant efforts so far. They count a neck and neck after that first quarter, but they've pulled ahead the last couple minutes of the second quarter. As Spencer Bain has been leading the way with Omar Stanley on the bench. Nice pass inside. One more pass as Bain was blocking up, going up for a three. Zachariah Rowe, that one no good. No foul called either way. And now they're going to say this is Jaguar ball. Somewhat surprising we didn't get a call whether it was a blocking foul or a charge. Also, Marcus Wigfall back in the game for the Bears. So under a minute to go, Blue Valley West out of the Kansas side up 10. Third game of the 2020 A-10 Varsity Showcase. Dominant second quarter so far for them. Both teams were tied at 13 after the first quarter of play. But they've been on a nice 19-9 run as a foul called on the Jaguars. Not in the bonus just yet. Instead, they'll take it out near half court. This is going to be Wigfall throwing it in for the Bears. You have just over 30 seconds remaining in the first half. So Zachariah Rowe, of course, will slow things down a little bit, try to get one last shot in. The offense has been going through him so far this afternoon. So under 15 seconds to go. Jaguars waiting for Rowe to approach. Three shooters on the wing. He gives it to Jackson. Jackson makes a man miss. He drives inside and he's going to be called for the travel. Got a little tripped up trying to drive inside, and now another nice defensive stop by the Jaguars. And now they will have a chance to put some points on the board with 3 seconds to go in the first half. So you have 3.1 seconds. Tried to find Brickhouse. This one turned over. Zachariah Rowe has a chance. 3 ball off the mark. Looked like he had a chance. It goes off the backboard. Never came close to the rim. So that's how we end the first half of play from Lee Summit, Missouri. Blue Valley West up 10. And we will be right back once the third quarter begins here between Blue Valley West and William Chrisman. You're tuning in to the A-10 Varsity Showcase on A10Varsity.com.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News & World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com today.
Don't trust the biggest investment of your life to a part-time real estate agent. Trust the #1 team in Lee Summit and the entire state, the Rob Ellerman Team. The Rob Ellerman Team is the #1 real estate team in Missouri and number 12 nationally ranked in the U.S. with $1.5 billion in career sales. They are your real estate resource for buying or selling. They get you moving. Call anytime at 816-304-4434 or visit therobellermanteam.com. That's 816-304-4434 or anytime online. The Rob Ellerman Team, a proud supporter of Lee Summit area high school athletics.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Gear up for back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Today is a new day. A day we've been waiting for our whole lives. We've put in the work to get to this moment, to have this opportunity to come together as a team. Everyone knows KC is on the rise, but what they don't know is we're just getting started.
Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
When it comes to painting the exterior or interior of your home, the decision is easy. Unique Painting, voted best in the Northland for 2 years running in 2018 and 2019. Unique Painting focuses on customers' needs and offers competitive pricing, going the extra mile to make sure customers are completely satisfied. In fact, when 810 Varsity needed a paint job this year, Unique Painting was the only phone call made. Visit anytime at uniquepaintingkc.com or call today at 816-500-7759. That's uniquepaintingkc.com, a proud supporter of 810 Varsity and Metro High School athletics.
Don't trust the biggest investment of your life to a part-time real estate agent. Trust the #1 team in Lee Summit and the entire state, the Rob Ellerman Team. The Rob Ellerman Team is the #1 real estate team in Missouri and number 12 nationally ranked in the U.S. with $1.5 billion in career sales. They are your real estate resource for buying or selling. They get you moving. Call anytime at 816-304-4434 or visit therobellermanteam.com. That's 816-304-4434 or anytime online. The Rob Ellerman Team, a proud supporter of Lee Summit Area High School athletics.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News & World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com today.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Today is a new day. A day we've been waiting for our whole lives. We've put in the work to get to this moment, to have this opportunity to come together as a team. Everyone knows KC is on the rise, but what they don't know is we're just getting started.
Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
Gear up for back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
When it comes to painting the exterior or interior of your home, the decision is easy. Unique Painting, voted best in the Northland for 2 years running in 2018 and 2019. Unique Painting focuses on customers' needs and offers competitive pricing, going the extra mile to make sure customers are completely satisfied. In fact, when 810 Varsity needed a paint job this year, Unique Painting was the only phone call made. Visit anytime at uniquepaintingkc.com or call today at 816-500-7759. That's uniquepaintingkc.com, a proud supporter of 810 Varsity and Metro High School athletics.
Don't trust the biggest investment of your life to a part-time real estate agent. Trust the #1 team in Lee Summit and the entire state, the Rob Ellerman Team. The Rob Ellerman Team is the #1 real estate team in Missouri and number 12 nationally ranked in the U.S. with $1.5 billion in career sales. They are your real estate resource for buying or selling. They get you moving. Call anytime at 816-304-4434 or visit therobellermanteam.com. That's 816-304-4434 or anytime online. The Rob Ellerman Team, a proud supporter of Lee Summit area high school athletics.
And we are back from Tiger Fieldhouse in Lee Summit, Missouri. Set to begin the second half of play between Blue Valley West and William Chrisman. After being tied at 13-all to begin the first quarter, Blue Valley West went on a 19-9 run to begin the second quarter. So once again, we apologize for some technical difficulties with our capture device. Blue Valley West missed the first shot of the second half, rebounded by Chrisman. Zachariah Rowe faked a three, drives inside, kicks it out for the three ball. That one no good. That was a shot by Dane Hurl. It'll be a foul called on Blue Valley West. So still 32-22, 30 seconds removed from the first minute of the second half. And now we're back here from Lee Summit High School. Another three ball, that one good by Alex Calhoun. His first basket of the second half cuts his 10-point lead down to 7. Bears strike first to begin the second half. And this is kind of how it was in the first half, where you had Blue Valley West on Chrisman going at it as another three there by Greg Riddle. They were really tick for tack in the first quarter, but then once Omar Stanley came out, they kind of opened up the offense a little bit. And Blue Valley West just doing a nice job of shooting from the outside. As that one no good for Chrisman, quickly bringing up the floor. This one by Jabari Brickhouse hits it in the foul. Jabari Brickhouse with a chance to get a three-point play coming up. Goes to the line to shoot just shoot one. As Wigfall comes back into the game, a quick substitution here for Chrisman. And now the lead is above 10 for the first time this afternoon. Brickhouse finishes a three-point play. It's a 13-point lead early in the third quarter with 6:37 remaining. Chrisman's just been a little sluggish after that first quarter. Isaiah Jackson and these Bears had not been able to get a whole lot started. Picked by Davis. That one good inside for the Bears. Layup by Marcus Woodfall. Instant offense coming off the bench. Gets his first point of the second half. And now it's back to an 11-point game. Jaguars split the double team. Omar Stanley misses the dunk, put back no good. Stanley gets another offensive rebound, but it's finally collected by the Chrisman Bears going the other way. Zachariah Rowe, he's the leading scorer for the Bears in the first half. Has the ball on the left side, nice dribble with the left hand. Gets stuck inside, another turnover. Now it's a 3-on-1 fast break. Here comes Amar Stanley, gets stripped away from him. Nice defense by the Bears. Now a 2-on-1 fast break. They get it inside to Davis. He does not finish. Jackson not able to get it. Gets an offensive rebound, and he puts it in for two. Timeout call by Blue Valley West. Missed shots on both ends of the floor. Finally ends in an Isaiah Jackson putback. It's now a 9-point game here with 5:33 to go in the third quarter, and we will keep it right here on 810varsity.com. So a recap so far of our first two games of the 810 Varsity Showcase. Liberty and Harmon, a Missouri-Kansas battle. That one went back and forth. Blue Jays ended up pulling it out, and then Lee Summit West in the second game. They were down 15 points at one point. And then all of a sudden there's a 25-point swing. They were up by 10. Leavenworth nearly came back, and they end up pulling that one out by around 3 or 4. I forget the final amount, but 2 wins for the Missouri side so far. But if they want to make it 3 so far up to this point, they're going to need to battle back as Chrisman down 9 points as we leave the timeout. 5:33 to go in the third quarter with Blue Valley West throwing the ball in. This was a 13-point lead at one point. Chrisman on a 4-point advantage so far to begin the quarter. 3 ball, they had a man inside. Omar Stanley finally finishes it inside with authority. Back to an 11-point game for the Bears. Third time's a charm for him. He missed the first 2. That's really been the only flaws to his phenomenal game so far, as a 3 ball by Zachariah Rowe goes out. Rebounded by the Jaguars going the other way. They try to swing it over on the wing to Nick Swartz, and that one will fall out. It would be an inbounds pass coming up on the baseline for the Bears with 4:54 to go in the third quarter. So officials calling a play there momentarily. Riddle drives inside, shot no good. It's going to be on the floor for Blue Valley West. So no basket, no 2 points. Instead, it's just going to be an inbounds on the baseline once again. Now 4:52 remaining in the third quarter. Jaguars trying to push this lead. They were up 11, and now it's Chrisman going the other way. Isaiah Jackson had a couple problems finishing inside. And this is going to be Blue Valley West ball. It almost looked like Nick Swartz touched it last trying to go for it. So they'll say it was out on Chrisman, and he will throw it in. Jaguars still up 11. But we've seen some big comebacks so far in our 2 games here in the 810 Varsity Showcase. So not a whole lot going on in this second half so far. Nice cut. Finish not able to work for the Jaguars. And now we're going to have a late foul called. I believe this is going to be on Blue Valley West. We're going to call this on Omar Stanley. 3 fouls for him already, and that might have been part of the reason why you didn't see him a whole lot to begin the first half. They were trying to keep him out of foul trouble. He had 2 already up to that point. Now he picks up another one to have 3. Rowe on the wing, gets one man to miss. Mid-range jumper short off the front side of the rim, rebounded by Blue Valley West. As Spencer Bain brings the ball up the floor with under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Trying to get the pick from Omar Stanley, has a man wide open on the wing. 3 ball goes in for Jabari Brickhouse. He has 3 threes in the afternoon. It's now a 43-29 lead. So Brickhouse, he's been very consistent so far in this game, picking up right where he left off in the first half as Chrisman then unable to respond with their own 3. Jaguars push it up the floor. They'll quickly drive it inside, and that one will roll out of bounds. Chrisman gets a break here off an errant pass, and they have a chance to cut into this lead now back on offense. 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Almost like a full-blown line change here for Blue Valley West. 3 of the 5 players they had on the floor check out, including Omar Stanley and Jabari Brickhouse, who just made that last 3. So Chrisman will take over on offense. Isaiah Jackson, he has 2 points on the second half. He brings the ball up the floor as he's fouled going on the way up. Once again, it's on the floor. Shot will not count. Instead, he will throw it in with 3:20 to go in the third quarter.
That's his first personal foul, team foul number 2 on Blue Valley West.
So only 2 team fouls as they quickly steal the inbounds pass. Nice defense there by the Jaguars. And this is something they were so effective in the first half, turning defense into offense. That's why they have a 14-point lead up to this point. Nick Swartz had a few offensive rebounds in the first half. Look for the backdoor cutter. Instead, he gives it up to one man. Intercepted by Isaiah Jackson, who finishes it. I guess we can call that a dunk. He brings the lead back to 12 points. Chrisman's trying to slowly cut their way back into this game with 2:43 to go in the third quarter. So Roach will hand it off to Roslovich. They kick it outside. This one blocked by Zachariah Rowe. The Jaguars are going to say he's out of bounds as he tried to recover the ball. Chrisman will take over back on offense. Now 2:28 to go in the third quarter. So a couple defensive stops for these Blue Valley West Jaguars. And who knows here, they have a chance to possibly make this a single-digit lead with this upcoming possession. They've had a couple nice threes in this game so far, but just have not been as consistent at it as Blue Valley West has. 2:17 to go in the third quarter. Zachariah Rowe gets the pass from Isaiah Jackson, and he lays it up and in for 2. Rowe bringing the Bears back into this game. It's now a 10-point lead for the Blue Valley West Jaguars. Roach kicks it over to Brickhouse. This is a long 2. That one off the mark, rebounded by Roach, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. So that's just something where the Jaguars had a huge advantage over the Bears in the first half, was getting offensive rebounds. They got multiple second chance points off of that. Now they'll have a chance to get 2 more here coming up with the Gage Roach free throws as he makes the first one.
Does he keep getting unplugged? Does he keep getting unplugged, you think? If he gets unplugged, I don't think so.
Back to an 11-point lead for Blue Valley West. One more coming up for Roach. He hits both the free throws. It's now a 12-point game for the Jaguars. Under 2 minutes to go, 1:49 in the third quarter. Bears responding quickly. Left-handed layup, no good by Wigfall. Jaguars quickly go the other way. Behind the back pass by Brickhouse. Gets it into Stanley. Tries to finish. Fouled going up with it. And it will be Jaguar ball. I believe it wasn't a shooting foul. They're going to have the ball on the baseline with 1:38 to go in the third quarter. So Bears trying to keep this Chrisman momentum at bay here. Another foul on Omar Stanley. This time it's going to be on Ralph Covington, the 6'3" sophomore. So another baseline inbounds play coming up for Blue Valley West. They get into Stanley on the wing. He has one really shot outside of the paint so far. They give it right into Stanley down low, and they're going to say he got fouled. So this foul is going to be on Alex Atagi. And so just like that, Chrisman quickly picking up the fouls. They have 6. They go right back to Stanley. All over him. Gets the basket and the foul. Omar Stanley has a chance for a 3-point play. Instant offense after coming back off the bench.
Omar Stanley shooting 1 shot.
Gets the Jaguars to 47, unable to make it 48 with the free throw. Rebounded by Isaiah Jackson. He has 1 basket so far in the third quarter. Him and Zachariah Rowe have been trying to carry the load here for Chrisman, just have not been able to get a whole lot of just a dominant, stingy Blue Valley West defense. Jackson. Shot no good, rebounded by Stanley. A dominant force on both ends of the floor. And now Spencer Bain will set up the offense for the Jaguars. Step back, gives it to Roach. Now they have Jabari Brickhouse on the wing. That one goes in. 4 threes in this afternoon for Jabari Brickhouse. Jaguars up to 50. This is their largest lead of the afternoon. Once again, ball goes out of bounds. Blue Valley West ball.
Number 15, Trey Cates.
So Blue Valley West brings it up under 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. 50-33, they scored the last 5 straight points. Omar Stanley, crossover, makes a man miss. Doesn't get the basket to go, but once again, he will go back to the line to shoot 2. And Chrisman just has not had an answer for him so far this afternoon.
Omar Stanley shooting 2 shots. Correction, 1-1.
So now a 1-1. It seems like all those fouls they picked up have all been on Omar Stanley, as he does not get the free throw to go. He struggled from the line so far this afternoon. Chrisman collects the rebound. Now the chance to bring it up the floor. You have under 14 seconds to go as Zachariah Rowe brings it up. Well, like we said, the leading scorer so far.
There's a refresh button up top, man. What's in the
Foul called on Blue Valley West.
Jaguars personal foul number 3, Ross Lovich. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3. Checking in for the Jaguars, number 22, Nick Swartz.
So Omar Stanley checks out for Blue Valley West. Nick Swartz takes his place. 4 seconds to go. Get the quick pass. Not able to get a shot off, and that's how we end the third quarter. 50-33. Blue Valley West has a 17-point lead heading into the final quarter of play here from Tiger Fieldhouse in Lee Summit, Missouri. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back on A10varsity.com.
Today is a new day. A day we've been waiting for our whole lives. We've put in the work to get to this moment, to have this opportunity to come together as a team. Everyone knows KC is on the rise, but what they don't know is we're just getting started.
Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
And we're back here from Lee Summit High School to begin the final quarter of play. Blue Valley West, they were struggling with Chrisman early on, tied at 13 after the first quarter, and it's been all Jaguars ever since. 17-point lead, 50-33, and as you can tell by the Bears' 33 points, just a dominant effort on the defensive end. And they've done a great job turning defense into offense and getting second chance opportunities with multiple offensive rebounds, led by Nick Swartz and Omar Stanley. Bears will get the ball to begin the fourth quarter. Rowe handing off to Wick Fall. He has a couple points off the bench so far this afternoon. That one just quickly stolen away by Nick Swartz. This Bears offense seems out of sync as of late. Omar Stanley at the top of the key, hands it off to Brickfall. They get it right back into Stanley inside. Left-handed hook shot, no good. And this one's going to be a foul on Blue Valley West, or excuse me, it's going to be a foul on, yeah, it is going to be a foul on Blue Valley West. It's going to be on Nick Swartz.
It's his second personal
And they'll give Chrisman the ball back with 7:30 to go in the final quarter of play. So Stanley was going at it with Lester Davis. They're one of the few players on this William Chrisman team that comes even close to Blue Valley West's Omar Stanley's height. Really, they have two guys, him 6'8", and then of course you have the 6'7" Nick Swartz. They've been size mismatches all afternoon as we're going to have a foul called, I believe, on the way up. This is going to be on Jabari Brickhouse. And that will send Alex Calhoun to the line to shoot two coming up.
Alex Calhoun shooting 2 shots.
Trying to make this a 15-point game with 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter. First one goes in, one more coming up for Calhoun. 2 for 2 for Calhoun. Like we said, now a 15-point game. And the last time we saw a team with a 15-point lead, it was Leavenworth in the game prior to this. They were up 15 points in the first half, and they ended up losing by 4 to Lee Summit West as Omar Stanley called for the travel. They turn it back over to William Chrisman, and I mean, really, the Bears have gotten a couple stops so far this afternoon. It's not like they just haven't been able to stop this Jaguar offense. It's just they're not able to convert those defensive stops into points on the other end. And that's what's kept the lead either at double digits or increased, as Zachariah Lowe gets another basket in for Chrisman. Slowly chipping away at this lead, now 13 points. Jaguars, layup no good, offensive rebound there by Spencer Bain as they're going to call Chrisman for another foul. And this will send, I believe, Spencer Bain to the line for the one-on-one.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 9.
Bain hasn't had to shoot too many free throws so far this afternoon, but he'll get a chance right here with 6:32 remaining in the game. Just trying to do all the little things right and pull this game out. Finish it out with just around 6:30 to go in the game. First free throw good by Spencer Bain as Isaiah Jackson comes back in for the Bears. And like we said on paper, we weren't expecting this type of a game, you know, one where it's double-digit lead throughout the entirety of the second half. Because I mean, William Chrisman was number 18. They were ranked 6 slots higher than Blue Valley West in the latest KC Honda Top 25, as the second free throw was no good. And that's what's kind of interesting when we see some of these Missouri-Kansas matchups where you have one team where they may have a couple more losses, a couple less spots ahead in the rankings as well, fouls called on Isaiah Jackson. But because of the competition they play, I mean, for example, you look at Blue Valley West, they're in the Eastern Kansas Conference just with so many great teams. They're prepared for these out-of-conference matchups, especially against a team like William Chrisman. Not to take away anything from the Bears, but that's just the type of team that Blue Valley West is. Both teams came into this afternoon with 4 losses, as Jackson misses the first one. Just kind of an off game for him overall. That's kind of been the story as a whole for William Chrisman as Omar Stanley comes back on the bench. So like we said, stay right here following this game. We're 6:13 away from our marquee matchup of the afternoon. Number 16 Grandview in the latest KC Honda Top 25 taking on Christian Brothers out of St. Louis. CBC led by the number 1 point guard in the entire country, Caleb Love, 5-star guard, McDonald's All-American, committed to North Carolina, going up against a 2-time defending state champion Grandview Bulldogs, led by Air Force commit Reggie Morris Jr. and Team USA player Taj Manning. So that'll be a star-studded matchup as we close this one out. Right-handed floater, no good. Offensive rebound by Davis. Corner 3, no good. Rebounded by Swartz for the Jaguars. And I mean, that's just the story. That's why William Chrisman, they're down 13 points in this game. They get the offensive rebounds. They get the stops on the defensive ends. They've just struggled getting the ball into the basket so far this afternoon. At Jabari Brickhouse, he's had 4 threes so far in this game. Got the backdoor pass on the block. Instead, he kicks it back out to set up the offense with Riggle. Nice defense there by Chrisman, and they're going to say this was last touch by the Bears. We'll stay with the Jaguars with 5:08 to go in the fourth quarter as Blue Valley West tries to close this one out and improve to 8-4 on the season as they return to Eastern Kansas Conference play. Spencer Bain working on Isaiah Jackson. That one nearly out of bounds, and they're going to say it was out of bounds. Or no, excuse me, this was a timeout called by Blue Valley West. Kind of struggling, a little sloppy the last couple minutes, so they will take a timeout with 5 minutes exact. And we'll take a timeout with them. 51-38, Jaguars lead. We'll be right back on 810varsity.com.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News & World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com today.
So after a quick 30-second timeout, Jaguars will have the ball throwing in up 51-38 with 5 minutes exact remaining in the game. Spencer Bain once again guarded by Jackson. Bain has had a solid game for the Jaguars so far. Now a nice backdoor cut, lays it up and in. Finish for two. That was Jabari Brickhouse once again with a three. Just a great game by him as we have an and one on the other end on the floor. Zachariah Lowe putting it up and in.
Personal foul number 22, Nick Swartz. That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 7 on the Jaguars.
So he gets the basket to go. Quick transition points for the Bears. He has a chance to get the and one coming up. And that one off the mark. So now back to a 13-point lead. Zachariah Lowe not stopping at all for this Chrisman team. And they're going to say he stepped out of at the half-court line. They're going to say this is a turnover. That was awfully close. But it'll give Chrisman the ball right back. 4:22 to go in the game. One of the only times these teams has ever played. Missouri-Kansas Showdown, Game 3 of the 2020 A10 Varsity Showcase. Isaiah Jackson thought about the three and said he'll dish it out to the outside, and they get a three by Marcus Wigfall. So Isaiah Jackson goes from getting the points to the assist. It's now a 10-point game at 3:48. Chrisman not giving up, and now we have a charge going the other way. Offensive foul on the Jaguars. This is Isaiah Jackson picking up the charge, and so the Bears will get the ball back with 3:47. They're not out of it at all by any means, but they have to strike here quick with under 4 minutes to go. So to let the ball roll up the floor, saving as much time as they can. Jackson has come alive as of late. Gets it over to Lowe. One more pass. Corner three ball. Got it! Cam Dickerson. And now a 7-point game. The Bears clawing their way back into this game. They have the full court press on. Bain working on Zachariah Lowe. And for the first time in the last couple minutes, really in a long time in this second half, it's now a single-digit lead as Chrisman calls a timeout. Or excuse me, Blue Valley West calls a timeout. So the Bears have 4 timeouts remaining. Jaguars only have 1 left. We're going to keep it right here where the Jaguars up 7. At one point they were up 15 points, 17 points. Now down to 7. Dominant fourth quarter so far for the Chrisman Bears. And once again, if you've been tuning in all day, you got to stick around for the next game coming up at approximately 4 o'clock between CBC out of St. Louis and the Grandview Bulldogs. That'll be a good one. Two of the top 5 ranked teams in the state of Missouri. Of course, the CBC Cadets led by North Carolina commit and McDonald All-American Caleb Love. Against Chaminade last night, he had 37 points and picked up the big win against their rival school. And a quick turnaround for them, going from the other side of the state all the way over to Lee Summit. Got here about maybe an hour or so ago. We'll be going up against a Grandview team who did not have to drive 4 hours here. Right down the road in Grandview, like we said, 2-time defending state champions. Looking for a three-peat this season in a very competitive Suburban Blue Conference. So after the timeout, it'll be Nick Swartz throwing it in for Blue Valley West. 3:18 remaining in the game. Jaguars trying to hang on and close this one out. And really, the Jaguars have kind of been lagging the last couple minutes, thinking this game's over. They can just kind of mess around a little bit, not try as hard on both ends. And Chrisman's shown a lot better intensity the last couple minutes. And not only that, they've been doing something that they really have not been able to do the entire game, and that's turn defense into offense. That's converting on second chance opportunities as a foul's called on William Chrisman.
Bears personal foul number 22.
This is going to be on Alex Calhoun, the 6'1 senior. That'll send Spencer Bain back to the line to shoot 2. Jaguars in the double bonus. That'll be crucial down the final 3-minute stretch of this game. Trying to get as many points as they can. First one goes in, they have a chance to make this a 9-point game. Back to a 3-possession game. So first one was good by Bain. Second one good. Now back to a 9-point game. 55-46 with 3:03 remaining in the game. Zachariah Lowe, they're going to call Blue Valley West for the foul. They're going to say he got clipped on the way up. Missed shot, but he will get 2 shots coming up with just over 3 minutes remaining in the game. 55-46, 2 free throws coming up for Lowe. The first one misses, so he won't get the second one. Or actually, no. Now they are going to say he had shooting 2. So they changed it from a 1-and-1 to 2. And so Lowe will get one more shot coming up with 2:59 to go in the game. It doesn't look like they're going to add any time back at all. Minimal difference. Lowe gets the second one to go. It's now 55-47, back to an 8-point game, and it's going to be out of bounds on Blue Valley West. So Chrisman gets the ball right back. And this is something where they've had the edge over West the last couple minutes, turning defense into offense. Crucial opportunity for him right here, trying to claw their way back into this game. Jackson kicks it out. 3-ball, no good. Not able to get it was Omar Stanley, so the Bears will stay on the offensive end now with 2:43 to go in the game. Still down by 8, trying to make this a 2-possession game as Wigfall is fouled going on the way up. Or actually, correction, it looks like that was Isaiah Jackson for William Chrisman. So Jackson will be the one going to the line to shoot 2. 2:39 remaining. They have a chance to make this a 6-point game. And once again, a missed opportunity. First one, no good. He still has one more coming up. And Chrisman's been struggling here. I mean, you saw the last 2 free throws for them by Lowe. One of those missed. Both of them missed for Isaiah Jackson, so they're not able to get any points off the turnover by Blue Valley West. Jaguars get the ball right back with 2:30 to go in the game. Still up by 8 as a timeout's called on Blue Valley West. They burn their final timeout with 2:29 remaining in the game. We'll take a timeout with them with the Jaguars up 8. You're tuning in to the 2020 810 Varsity Showcase on 810varsity.com. We'll be right back.
Today is a new day. A day we've been waiting for our whole lives. We've put in the work to get to this moment, to have this opportunity to come together as a team. Everyone knows KC is on the rise, but what they don't know is we're just getting started.
Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
We're back once again from Tiger Fieldhouse, 55-47. Blue Valley West has an 8-point advantage. Trying to hold this one, hold on to what would be a strong non-conference win for them. That's probably the 2020 A-10 Varsity Showcase. If you're just tuning in, our recap so far of the game, our first game of the afternoon, Liberty took down the Harmon Hawks of the KC-KAL Conference. In the second game, Lee Summit West took down Leavenworth after being down 15 points in the first half. And now Blue Valley West trying to hang on and get Kansas their first win of the afternoon. So 2:29 remaining. Blue Valley West is going to take it out on their own baseline. Chrisman has been able to get a couple turnovers and nice defensive stops as they just get the ball into Spencer Bain. Getting the ball up the floor, and he's going to be fouled driving inside of the paint. Almost looked like he was trying to kick it out to Jabari Brickhouse on the wing, who has 4 threes already. Instead, it'll be Bain going back to the line to shoot 2 with 2:25 to go in the game. And really, this isn't who you want on the line if you're William Chrisman, because Spencer Bain has been phenomenal so far from the 3-point line. Shows you it right there. One more free throw would make this a double-digit lead for the first time in a couple minutes, really since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Chrisman down 17 at one point. They made it a 15-point game, 13-point game. Got it to 10, and then they got it to 7 at one point. Blue Valley West gets the rebound, and Chrisman takes it right back. They try the long 3, and that one good for Chrisman. Cam Dickerson with a big 3. It's now a 7-point game once again for Chrisman. Once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties on the scoreboard. We're getting that corrected here real quick. Officially a 7-point game, 2:10 remaining in the game. We'll keep it right here from Tiger Fieldhouse in Lee Summit, Missouri. And really, the last couple minutes, Blue Valley West, one of the reasons why they've kind of been struggling to finish off this game. Omar Stanley, either he hasn't been in the game or when he has, William Chrisman has done a good job at stopping him. And that's a lot of credit to the 6'6 senior Lester Davis, who's had to been on him all afternoon. And then they've also been getting some big threes from Wigfall and Dickerson off the bench to go alongside the dominant efforts from Isaiah Jackson and Zachariah Rowe. My apologies, I've been saying Rowe a couple times throughout the afternoon. It is Zachariah Rowe. For the 18th ranked William Chrisman Bears trying to come back from 7 points down, and a nice inbounds pass to getting it right up to Jabari Brickhouse, who's fouled on the way up. And so quickly they go to the other end of the floor, and he will go to the line to shoot 2 with 2:09 remaining in the game. So they have a chance to push this back to a 9-point game, 3-possession game as we approach a 2-minute mark in this one. And once again, I mean, it's just those little differences between these two teams. You look at Blue Valley West, they've done a great job all afternoon, finishing on second chance opportunities, getting offensive rebounds. And really here, this game could be a lot closer than it is right now, but William Chrisman has missed 3 free throws in the last 2 minutes. Jackson kicks it out. 3 ball, no good. Rebounded by Omar Stanley. He quickly gets it to Spencer Bain, who avoids the double team, gets it past half court, and he'll bring the ball up the floor for the Jaguars. They bring it back out, resetting this offense, trying to drain as much clock as they can before a foul is called on William Chrisman. This is going to be Cam Dickerson, the 6'1 sophomore, once again picking up another foul, and that will send Blue Valley West back to the line, this time with Greg Riddle, the 5'10 senior. 2 big free throws coming up. They have a chance to make this a double-digit lead, and he does just that. Big free throws here by Riddle. He has one more coming up with 1:49 to go in the game. Second one, no good. One of the few misses for Blue Valley West on the stripe. Chrisman coming up the other end, and this is going to be a foul called on Jabari Brickhouse. So Brickhouse coming awfully close. He has slowly getting into foul trouble. One more, and he's out of here. 4 fouls for him. That sends Isaiah Jackson back to the line. The last time he was here, he missed both free throws. Instead, this time he makes the first one. So now back to a 9-point game. Still going to be a 3-possession game regardless of if he makes the second one right here, as this one goes in and out. Rebounded by Omar Stanley. He's missed 3 of his last 4 free throws. 4 missed free throws overall for Chrisman the last few minutes, and that's been the difference in this one. As the Bears trying to claw their way back against this Kansas team. Riddle gets one man to jump. Turnover. Chrisman going the other way. 2-on-1 attack as Zachariah Rowe misses the layup. No foul called. Jackson gets the offensive rebound, and he's going to get fouled going on the way up. So now a man who's had some struggles as of late on the free throw line, Isaiah Jackson, will go back to shoot 2. Once again, he misses the first one. Just struggling from the offensive end on the free throw line. One more coming up for him. Second one goes. Back to an 8-point game for Blue Valley West. They're inbounded here with 1:18 to go in the game. Once again, stay with us right here on A10Varsity.com. CBC in Grandview. Following this one, we'll keep it right here on A10Varsity.com. Omar Stanley gets the inbounds pass. Quickly bringing it up the floor. This is Spencer Bain, guarded by Zachariah Rowe. Tries to split the defenders, but they're going to have a foul called on Isaiah Jackson, the 6'2 senior. Only 2 personal fouls for him, but that will send the Jaguars back to the line with 1:10 to go in the game. Players and official trying to dry off some wet spots on the floor. And it will be Greg Riddle going to the line to shoot 2. Or actually, correction, it looks like it's going to be Spencer Bain shooting. So, if I'm correct, he has not missed a single free throw all afternoon. This is the guy he went on the line for Blue Valley West to close this one out. And of course, as soon as I say that, he misses the first one. First one goes in and out. And they bring back Cam Dickerson, who just a couple minutes before had a big 3-pointer to make it a 7-point game. One more coming up for Bain. Now he misses both of those. Go figure. Just what the Bears needed. A 3-ball. Got it. Big 3 by Alex Calhoun. And just like that, it's a 2-possession game. 60-55. And we're going to take a quick timeout here with 1:03 to go in the game. We'll be right back on A10Varsity.com.
Don't trust the biggest investment of your life to a part-time real estate agent. Trust the #1 team in Lee Summit and the entire state, the Rob Ellerman Team. The Rob Ellerman Team is the #1 real estate team in Missouri and number 12 nationally ranked in the U.S. with $1.5 billion in career sales. They are your real estate resource for buying or selling. They get you moving. Call anytime at 816-304-4434 or visit therobellermanteam.com. That's 816-304-4434 or anytime online. The Rob Ellerman Team, a proud supporter of Lee Summit Area High School Athletics.
And we're back on A10Varsity.com. Blue Valley West with a 5-point lead over William Chrisman, trying to hang on and pick up a big ranked win on the road, taking down the number 18 overall team in the latest Casey Honda Top 25. Or will it be the William Chrisman Bears battling back from a 17-point deficit and pulling off a big comeback win from Lee Summit High School? It'll be Blue Valley West throwing it in with 1:03 to go in the game. It'll be Nick Swartz the one throwing it in. Last time they were in this situation, they were able to get a quick pass up the floor to Brick House. They don't find him this time. It'll be Spencer Bain bringing the ball up the floor for the Jaguars. Bain goes right past Zachariah Rowe. Now Brick House with the ball, guarded by Jackson. Tight defense by him, still no foul. Trying to pick up the foul, they finally do. This is going to be on number 22, Alex Calhoun. Only 2 personal fouls for him, and that will send Omar Stanley to the line, he's been a little rough on the free throw line as of late. So a chance here for Blue Valley West to get the first one to go. One more coming up to make it a 7-point game with 45 seconds to go. Second one by Stanley. Goes in, 2 for 2. 7-point lead for the Jaguars with under 40 seconds to go. Jackson quickly trying to get some points and blocked by Omar Stanley. He says, get that weak stuff out of here. He's fouled, and now he will go back on the other end to hit 2 big free throws with 36 seconds and possibly close this game out for good.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Omar Stanley shooting 2 shots.
So how about Omar Stanley? That kind of sums up the game he's had this afternoon. He's been the X factor for him on both the offensive and defensive end. As the first one goes in and out, one more coming up for him, like we said, with 36 seconds to go in the game. Gets the second one to go. They'll have a quick substitution for William Chrisman. This is Zach Fashing. He has a 3 in this one. They basically have all the 3-point shooters on the floor right now. A little bit of a small ball lineup for the Bears, with a slim chance left in this one, as a foul is going to be called. Is this going to be on Blue Valley West? I believe it is. This is going to be on Ross Lovich, and that will send Isaiah Jackson to the line. It seems like he's been the one getting fouled over and over again, but he has not been able to hit the free throws. Part of the reason why they're still down by 8 with 28 seconds remaining in this game. And once again, another miss by him. Goes off the front side of the rim. And really, I mean, you count these free throws up. That's, I believe, 6 missed free throws in the last 4 or 5 minutes of this game. I mean, if he had made all those, if they had made all those, he could be shooting to make this a tie game possibly, or a 1-point game. As the second one goes in and out, 0 for 2 once again, the 3rd time he's done that this afternoon. Blue Valley West, if they can get it past half court, and they can, as Swartz is going to get fouled. They can close this game out here with 2 more free throws coming up from Nick Swartz with 21 seconds remaining in the game. As it's looking like Blue Valley West, led by head coach Ryan Hintz, out of Overland Park, Kansas, is going to pick up a big non-conference win on the road at Lee Summit High School. That will improve their record to 8-4 on this season, as William Chrisman is going to fall to 11-5. They lose their 5th game of the season. A little misleading, which we will also see about Grandview because they play such tough non-conference competition. As a free throw here by Nick Swartz will make it a 10-point game with 20 seconds remaining. Both of them good. Once again, a difference maker in this one. Able to hit free throws, able to do all the little things right, as Rowe's 3-ball no good. Rebounded by Omar Stanley. I don't think they're going to foul, and that's how we're going to end this one from Lee Summit High School. Final score, Blue Valley West 65, William Chrisman 65. First Kansas school to win this afternoon. And we have a big one coming up next at 4 o'clock game. Grandview and CBC will be a good one. Thank you for tuning into 810 Varsity. We will be right back for our next game.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Gear up for back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Today is a new day. A day we've been waiting for our whole lives. We've put in the work to get to this moment, to have this opportunity to come together as a team. Everyone knows KC is on the rise, but what they don't know is we're just getting started.
Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News & World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com today.
When it comes to painting the exterior